This way, please. Oh, incense.
I think I prefer the onions. Hey, can't we have a little light in here, sis?
No, the darkness is desirable for the proper contact with the unknown forces. Sit down, please.
Oh, thank you. Well, you see, Madam X, the reason we came is because...
Do not tell me. I will tell you. Your husband is in trouble, no?
My husband is in trouble, yes.
Hey, sis, how'd you know that? Did you read my mind or something?
Yes, it is very simple.
Huh? Oh.
That's what he's been telling himself all day, madam.
How do we go about this now, sis? Do you read the stars, feel the bumps on my head, or we just sit around scaring our eyes at each other?
No. For $20, I will answer 3 questions.
$20? Isn't that a little expensive?
Yes. Now, you have 2 more questions.
We better not waste any time, Molly. Here's a question for you, sis. Where did I put that $50 that I was saving for my wife's Christmas present?
It is right where you're putting it. Now, you only have 1 more questions.
Heavenly days! We're not making much progress, are we, McGee?
No. For another $20, I will answer 3 more questions.
Whoa, no you don't. I'm not going to pay her $40 to find 50. Come on, Molly, we're out of here. Here's your 20 bucks, sis.
Thank you. You must come see Madam X again when you have trouble with business, love, or marriage.
Who, us? Do you think we look that silly? Do you think we like to be gypped?
That's 3 more questions, and I will answer you by
No, you don't. Come on, Molly, let's get out of here. We're leaving.
Well, heavenly days, McGee. We didn't get much satisfaction in there, now did we?
Well, yes, she at least says that dough is still where I left it. That's some consolation anyway.
Hello there, folks. Say, have you been consulting Madam X?
If you can call it that.
The way that name clips you, she ought to be a barber in a boot camp. Are you going to consult her?
Sure. I was in here last week for advice.
About what?
Oh, business. I asked her how the future of a stock stacked up. She said it has a bright and sparkling future.
And what was the second question, my fellow chump?
Well, then I asked her which features I should present in an upcoming presentation, and she said going green.
And what was your third question?
That's where I made a mistake. I asked her if my breath from the garlicky lunch I'd had bothered her.
And she said yes, and so to another fin. Boy, what a racket.
So, why are you coming back, Mrs. Wilcox, if you knew you had been cheated?
I'm gonna ask her if she has my wallet.
Mrs. Wilcox, I will see you now.
You bet you will. So long, folks.
Well, let's go on home, McGee. We'll turn that house inside out until we find that $50.
That'll teach me a lesson. Next time I hide something, I'm just gonna hide it in plain sight. If I wasn't such a brittle-brained, sap-bearded, long-ears, low-browed... Stupidest tricks I've ever heard of that Madam X. Oh, my goodness. What a crazy rip-off artist, anyway.
All right, well, now that we're home, where should we start, McGee?
I don't know. I just remember that I put it someplace where I could put my hands on it at a moment's notice.
You say the $50 was in a white envelope?
Yes.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard to find. Would you have put it behind one of the pictures?
No, I checked behind all the pictures this morning. I turned Whistler's mother around so many times she almost fell out of her chair.
Say, would you put it under one of the rugs? No, I've had them up too many times. I would have noticed.
Oh, why can't I remember? I must have a skull full of rice pudding. I'm the biggest drip this side of Niagara Falls. The only thing that keeps my 2 ears apart is my big fat mouth.
Oh no, McGee. Anybody can forget.
Well, no one can forget them as easily as I can. It's exasperating. It's getting so I'm afraid to shake hands with people for fear of walking off without my arm. You know, I used to think I was pretty smart, but I couldn't pass the intelligence test of a Mongolian basket weaver.
Oh, for Pete's sakes, calm down, McGee. If you would just stop scolding yourself for a second, maybe we could actually get something done.
Oh, well, my gosh, well.
No arguing. Now, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go through every room in the upstairs, and you do the same down here. And between the two of us, we'll cover every square inch of this house.
Well, okay, but
No arguing. Besides, you're not as dumb as you claim. You're really pretty smart.
I am?
Yes.
Oh.
Or you wouldn't have hidden that $50 from yourself. Why, when it comes to money, and I hope we do.
Come in.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Oldtimer.
Hello there, Donnie. Hello there, Johnny. Just stopped in to say goodbye. Goodbye. Why, that old, hey, old timer, come back here. What's the matter?
You can't just yell goodbye to us like that and then rush off. Where are you going and for how long?
Yeah, when will you be back and for how long? Going to Chicago, kids. I'm going to be gone for an indefinite period.
What do you mean for an indefinite period?
I mean I won't be back until the afternoon of January 5th. And whether it's 3 o'clock or 3:15 is still indefinite. Fly? Eh? Fly! Oh, well, hold still and you're fine, Johnny.
No, my husband means, are you going to fly to Chicago or take the train?
Tain't decided, daughter. Thought I'd get up early, throw the saddle on old Betsy, and keep on her back and ride her all the way to Shy. Boy, that's a long way for a horse. Who's a horse?
Is it Betsy?
No, Betsy's my bicycle. On the other hand, kids, I like to take the steam cars. I love trains. Used to be a railroad man in my younger days. What'd you do on the railroad? What do you mean, what did I do, Johnny? I had my own.
You mean you owned a railroad?
Sure did, daughter. 18 cars, 2 engines, and 72 footage track. Ran from the dining room into the front hall, down through the kitchen, and back into the dining room again. Stops at the umbrella stand, the piano stool, the kitchen refrigerator, and the cook. Except for Tuesdays, which was cook's day off, and the piano stool was sitting lonely. But I had a bad wreck in 1929 when Pop came home one night and tripped over the coal cars. Oh, tough break. Oh, yes. Well, now I can never see a train with tinder behind without thinking about what Papa did to me that night. Woo-hoo-hoo. Well, Merry Christmas, boss. See you later.
Well, McGee, I'll confess, I'm about to give up. You certainly hit that $50 well.
Yeah, and I could kick myself around the block for it, too. If I'm not the silliest, dumbest...
Yeah. We've been all over that.
Yeah.
Are you sure you had $50 to begin with?
Sure, I'm sure. 2 20s and a 10. And they were earmarked for your Christmas present, too.
They were what?
Earmarked. That's what the government does with money, so that's what I do.
How?
Well, I put some ink all over my ears and I press all the bills against them. I think the theory is that no two people have ears alike. Kind of like fingerprints, but easier to see.
Well, that must keep the federal bank staff pretty busy.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Well, let's just sit here a minute and try to reconstruct exactly what you did when you hid the money. What did you do first?
Well, first I got an envelope.
Okay, so what did you do after you got the envelope?
Well, first I put the money in the envelope, and then I started thinking about a hiding spot. And first I thought I'd put it in the hall closet, but then I thought, no, I'm going to clean out that closet one of these days. So then I just decided that I was going to look...
Ah, for Pete's sakes. Come in.
Hello, Mr. McGee. Hello, Mr. McGee.
Ah, Mr. Wimple.
Hi, Wimple, man. Why the suitcase? Are you running away from home? Again?
Oh no, Mr. McGee. I'm going to Chicago on a business trip for about 3 weeks.
Oh? Is your wife going with you, Mr. Wimple?
No, she isn't, Mrs. McGee, and I'm going to be terribly lonesome without her, too. Ouch!
What's the matter?
I was crossing my fingers so hard I almost broke them.
Oh.
Well, what kind of business trip is it, Mr. Wimple?
I'm going to see my publisher, Mrs. McGee, the ones who publish all my poetry.
Oh?
They sent me a letter saying they want to see me.
Gee, they must think a lot of you, Wimp.
They sent me a letter saying they were going to publish my picture, and I sent them some, and they wrote right back saying, "We don't believe you. Come in person." Wasn't that nice?
So you won't be here for Christmas, Mr. Wimple?
No, but Sweetie Face gave me a present before I left. Look, a check for $75.
Say, that's great, Wimp.
Isn't it, though? She said if I'm a good boy all year, that next year she'll sign
She
me.
might even throw in the blotter.
Ah, why that old saber-tooth? I thought of a great gift I'd like to send her, Wimp, but I would hate to think of anybody trying to deliver it for me.
Well, I'd be very happy to take it over, Mr. McGee.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. It might explode before it got there.
Not if you timed it right to the second.
What did you give your wife for Christmas, Mr. Wimple?
A great big bottle of perfume, Mr. McGee, to be opened on Christmas morning.
Perfume, eh? What kind, Wimp?
I mixed it up myself, Mr. McGee. Mostly carbolic acid.
Mr. Whipple, that's liable to take the skin right off her face.
Yes.
3 weeks away from that gunner's mate of his, and Wimp will be a new man.
Poor little fella.
I'll be a poor little fellow if I can't find that $50. If I wasn't such a numbskull, such a hopeless blue ribbon dope on a rope.
All right. Now let's just pick up where we left off. After you decided against hiding it in the hall closet, then what did you do?
Doggone it, that's what I can't remember. All I know is that I put it someplace where I'd remember it just before Christmas time, and...
Well, I'm sorry, McGee, but I can't imagine where in the dickens you...
Dickens! That's it! Oh, it's right here in this book!
What book?
Dickens' Christmas Carol!
Whatever made you decide to hide it in there?
Safest place in the world! No one ever opens this book until Christmas time! You know, Molly, that was kind of a clever set at that, hiding this money in Dickens' Christmas Carol.
It sure was.
Well, maybe I'm not such a big fool after all.
No, you really have some bright moments, McGee.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, all's well that ends well. Here, you take the $50 for me. I gotta throw this envelope in the waistbin.
McGee, this isn't the money, this is the envelope.
What? Oh my gosh, I just tore up the money.
What?
Oh, if I'm not just such a muddle-headed moron. Oh, I should have never had $50 to begin with. I'm such a dumb, dim-witted silliest. Oh, good night.
Good night, dear.
I see great love in your life, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Wow.
But it will.
Tell me, Madam X, what's he like? Is he blonde, or brunette, or a redhead maybe?
I can't tell you that yet. I don't make enough money to buy a color crystal ball.
Ah!